So I have a theory about one of the main characters in the Acolyte. So if you haven't watched the series or watched the recent episode, spoiler alert now. So yesterday I was speaking to my friend Halion, be sure to follow his channel, he got some good lightsaber reviews. I was explaining to him about the Darth Jar Jar theory. And in the conversation I realized something. I think, and I could be wrong, but I think Qimir is Darth Plagueis.
Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Here's why. So back during The Phantom Menace, there was a behind-the-scenes dialogue from George Lucas himself where he said,
Jar Jar is a key to all this.
And that sprouted the Darth Jar Jar theory. The idea was Jar Jar was a Sith Lord that was just putting on a facade of being incompetent. And when you watch The Phantom Menace, there's so many moments where it seems like something was an accident, but it was to Jar Jar's benefit. Or he would seemingly do a move where it looked like he had superpowers, not to mention his yellow eyes. It was speculated that George Lucas was leading Jar Jar to become Darth Plagueis. But the idea was shelved due to fan backlash because of the dislike on the Jar Jar character. Backlash from Star Wars fans? No way. Darth Jar Jar is actually even acknowledged in the Lego Star Wars series.
Misa going to hurt you, sir.
Darth Jar Jar?
Well, what does that have to do with Qimir? Well, if you look at how Qimir was introduced in the show, he was shown to be an incompetent assistant to May, who was just kind of guiding her along with little clues that he knows a little thing or two about the Sith.
And peace
is a lie, I know.
But he put on this facade where he was a clumsy, incompetent person, but turned out to be the masked Sith all along. Now in the theory, Jar Jar supposedly was supposed to become Darth Plagueis, Palpatine's Sith master. But that doesn't mean Qimir's turning into Darth Plagueis, right? Now here's another Easter egg that might give you a clue. Remember how at the end of episode 5 they were using Kylo Ren's theme whenever Qimir was around? What was a power that Kylo Ren or Ben Solo had at the end of Rise of Skywalker? Ben Solo was able to bring Rey back from the dead. And what was Darth Plagueis known for?
Darth Plagueis was a dark lord of the Sith, so powerful and so wise, he could use the Force to influence the midi-chlorians to create life.
Remember how desperately Anakin wanted to have that power to save Padme? And the fact that Qimir wanted either May or Osha to be his acolyte, who were twins who were conceived in a questionable way by the witches.
I created them. And what happens if the Jedi discover how you created them?
Who could be the key to learning the power on how to create life. So there's three things: the Darth Jar Jar to Plagueis theory, the Kylo Ren connection, and the fact he's after the twins whose conception is questionable. I feel very strongly that Qimir is Darth Plagueis, but I could be wrong. It could turn out that Soul kills him and strikes him down with all of his hatred, and Soul becomes Plagueis. We don't know. Or it could just be as simply as the theory that he was the first of the Knights of Ren. But it would be cool if Darth Plagueis ended up being Filipino. Yeah, the actor who plays Qimir, Manny Jacinto, he's of Filipino descent. Like, look how he wields his lightsabers. That's Sinwali. And you know the Force ability to create life? There's actually a Filipino word for that. Mabuhay! So anyways, I went off on a big tangent. Comment down below what you think of the theory. And don't forget to follow or subscribe to Lightsaber Culture for more Star Wars content.